17 minutes past 8. He's a legend, and he's John Laws's little brother, John Williamson. Are you still working with Laws?
I actually went on his program with his opening day this year.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we're good mates. It's the way it is. It's good. I enjoy his company.
Go back a long time. I believe you spent a lot of time in Springbok. I know you've been fighting against a cable car or something like that to go up to Springbok.
Oh yeah, well for the moment, for the time being, we've beaten that one.
Yeah.
I hope they don't try again. I think it's ridiculous putting pylons right through the stuff that was saved by the old forester who said part of our country should be saved for our children's children, and I agree with him. You know,
I haven't been to Springbok in years, but you know what's great about Springbok? It hasn't been discovered.
Exactly.
You know, because like Mount Tambourine is a lovely spot, but have you seen what they've done?
Too kitschy and touristy.
Have you seen what they've done to the main street?
Yes, well, that's what we don't have. Springbok is sort of the last places that's real, you know, exactly how it always was. And I think there's a lot of blocks there that haven't been built on yet, so there's all that to happen. But we don't want development. No.
It is a beautiful part of the world, for sure.
We don't want to ruin it.
No, this is your latest album is called The Big Red. It's the 48th album. Congratulations. That's an extraordinary achievement.
Thank you. Well, a few of those are compilations, of course. But,
yeah.
I think I haven't worked it out. I've probably got 30 albums of new songs.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you've got 30 new albums of new songs.
He's prolific, but maybe not that prolific.
Just couple of days, you know.
Yeah, you will get to 50, undoubtedly, though.
Yeah, I suppose so, but that's not important. I mean, the most important thing is the latest album and how people like it, really, you know.
But John, where do you find the inspiration? What do you draw from, given that you've been so prolific as a singer-songwriter?
Oh, Mary, there's no problems at all. But, you know, you just got to get out there. You know, it's just because this country is always going to have battlers, because there's always floods and droughts, and you know, that's the way this country is. And we're like old gum trees, and we battle on, and it's always going to be that way. Not only that, you know, when you think of Henry Lawson and Banjo Patterson, I think Banjo went as far as Winton, and Henry Lawson went about as far as Mudgee. And now we've got the whole country. You know, everything's opened up. Kimberley, you know, like there's just so much to write about, and so many characters being developed by this great big country.
So what are your sort of missions in life to keep the Australian story going?
Yeah, well, it's going by itself. I'm just reporting it, really.
Yeah, but not too many other people are, perhaps. It's called The Big Red, and there's one song of the album called Hang My Hat in Queensland. Is that about basically living in Springbok now most of the time?
Well, that's where it ends up.
Yeah.
But obviously, I was born in Victoria, spent most of my life in New South Wales. We went from one to the other as farmers, you know, and but the song tells the story, actually. But I'm an East Aussie. I don't regard myself as a Victorian, New South Welshman or a Queenslander.
Yeah.
We're different.
I like them all.
You travel so much that you can spot a distinct difference between our character up here in Queensland?
Not really, because there's a hell of a lot of Victorians.
And Kiwis.
Yeah, Kiwis.
So trying to change us, all
And
right.
New South Welshmen, you know, so whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but I still sound like a Mallee boy, I think, because if I hear my brother talk, it sounds like me, and he hasn't left Victoria. So.
Fair enough. And you are performing for us today. Which song?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, Hang My Hat in Queensland.
Yeah.
All right.
2, 3, 4. Introducing Cole Watson on guitar. I was born below the Murray, where the south wind blows cold. Remind you in the winter that you're getting on, where the mallee holds on to the soil that's too sandy. It buried my fences and gave me a song. Next thing I knew, I was blown to the Brigalows, through wheat and sorghum like I'd never grown. But then flooding rains without any warning, followed by drought like I'd never known. Then I drove to Sydney on the back of an emu. I found a new brother that he didn't know the reason for living, so he asked a wild turkey. It couldn't tell us, so what could I do? all say it's no place for a woman, with bush ticks and leeches, no peaches and cream. But it's out of reach of them all who would plunder. She loves the thunder and sharing my dream. Yes, I'm gonna die in Queensland of a hoop pine in Bangalore. Sprinkle my ashes with the yellow-tailed poppy, the long clouds are rolling through. Yes, I'll hang my hat in Queensland. You should see my point of view. I found my bush home in the nest of an eagle, where I fell in love with you.
Absolutely fantastic. That is a beautiful story.
Thank you.
That really, I think that's one of your best stories, probably because I'm a Queenslander.
Yeah, and I
But
think
that is
it
great.
makes you feel a lot of pride.
Doesn't it?
You want, I don't want you to end early, John, but it makes us feel pride that you want to end your days here.
Oh, jeez, man, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, oh, well, I hope I'm fit enough to stay up there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty physical place up there, you know, amongst the rocks and everything. So, you know, I don't want to end up in a little room, you know, where they bring in your cup of tea.
No,
every
nobody
time.
does. But mate, that really is a great story, and it's a story that so many other people who've moved to Queensland can relate to. I really got me. Fantastic, and of course we did notice the reference to John Laws and the wild turkey and stuff. You got
That's
that one
it,
in.
yeah, got no information out of the wild turkey at all. But other people actually, it's surprising the song is, it relates to people that have been through the trials of the bush too, with the droughts and floods and.
Of course.
You know, my grandfather's, when they first farmed the mallee, all the fences got buried in dust storms, you know, so it's all in there. There's a lot in there. So.
Hell of a lot. It was a wonderful story. Thank you for joining us. Great song. That is from the new album called The Big Red. It's out right now. And John is touring Redlands Performing Arts Centre 1st of March. During March he's doing Redlands, Logan, Empire Theatre Toowoomba, beautiful theatre, and Caloundra RSL. Look out for those dates. Thank you very much, John.
Can't wait to see you.
John
Thanks for
Williamson.
having me.
We have 5 copies of John